And welcome back to Let's Play Destiny episode 10. Again, it might be the finale, it might not be. I mean, you'll know. We have the buried city to do first. Clear the Cabal occupying the lost city freehold and explore what remains.
Seems like the Cryptarchs are really curious about this region of Mars.
For years, the Cryptarchs have been waiting to break through the exclusion zone and find what's left in that buried city. They say Freehold birthed technological wonders. We cannot let the Cabal destroy it.
Anyone else see a face in that Mars bit that was above the nose of my ship?
The Cabal could have leveled that entire city. If they haven't brought it down yet, they must have found something valuable. We should track them, see what they're after.
Cabal forces out to find out what they're looking for in the buried city of Freehold. There's Vex over there too. The Hollows.
I'll scan for Cabal
Should buried
transmissions.
city for source of the Cabal signal. Should a decent amount of the buried city is actually fairly peaceful.
I've got something. Inside Building 5.
Oh, there's nothing left. No. Because, yeah, that guy would have insta-killed me.
There's an active feed back to their base here. Let me listen.
Speak about defense net to pinpoint where their survey of the buried cities focused.
Looks like the Cabal have a recon team stationed at the top of the other skyscraper. They must have found something interesting. Let's check it out.
Look at this skyscraper. Move into the Clovis Bray complex where the Cabal have stationed their recon forces. Clovis Bray, eh?
Clovis Bray, a center for scientific advancement, interplanetary defense, AI development, research on the Traveler. This place could be a gold mine.
If there's anything left. Fight your way to the upper levels of the Clovis Bray complex to find the Cabal Legion forces. Legion. Oh, well, he's burning. Can I insta-punch you? Yes, I can. him. He's got some nice shields, to be fair. It'd be a shame if I actually got one and then I could immediately punch everything to death. What are you guys doing? Punch! Vex. I'm gonna let you guys deal with this. Dust Palace. Find the Overwatch. Continue climbing Tabaclova's Ray Complex to find the Cabal Recon Forces. And then Cabal Recon Forces to find what they're searching for in the Clovis Bray Complex. You don't need the shield, really. Never mind, I do need a shield. Oh, meant to grab at this guy. Perfect. Good shit. Somehow I survived. Well, I never thought to just go around their shields, because usually they're pretty good at keeping the shield facing you. Clear the Cabal from the closed Bray Exoscience wing to salvage a vital link to the Golden Age. Blow it up. Apparently not. Oh, that's disappointing. Well, no, it wasn't that disappointing, actually. Blow it up. Because, you know, I don't know if they can actually blow those up or not. Only I can. Perfect timing. What happened? Did I manage to accidentally vaporize him? I think I did. What is this? Oh, they're looking different. Is this another Legion? You take that. Oh. It's not what that's supposed to look like, I think. It's like, is that like a shield? Like, you know, like a force shield or something? Force field, you might say? Oh, shoot. I might be in a bit of trouble here. Oh, I can, in fact, get up here. I love fusion rifles. I just like seeing them just like, uh-oh. It's working so far. Brachus Sarum. That a rune. got him before his shield regenerated.
This machine, it's still active. Let me analyze it.
Secure the ancient machine. Ghost interface with the Golden Age equipment the Cabal were hacking. What's it doing? Oh, that's what it's
This
doing.
AI once connected to the war mind of Mars.
Rasputin?
Rasputin's controlling it. I can't get in, and neither could the Cabal. He's everywhere.
Maybe we shouldn't have reactivated the array. And I assume breaking it isn't gonna... Look at all these dead Cabal. It's a bit grim, actually. %. I'm getting worse at precision kills then. And to be fair, the reason I don't ever get orbs is because I never use my super. Normally that's okay, just because of my gun, basically. My main gun, that scout rifle, that's basically my super. Rising Tide. Plan to destroy the sources of X, surging to protect the Black Garden. Well, it's a good thing we're doing this before entering the Black Garden, or else we might have been in trouble.
The Vex are taking control of the surface to protect the Black Garden. Mars could soon be worse than Venus.
I find that hard to believe.
We've got to find out where they're coming from.
Considering so very little of Mars is actually vexified. Like literally there's a Black Garden and then there's like that few spires here and there. And then that spire that the Blind Legion's keep was at.
We need to track down a conflux like we saw on Venus. There's reports of one not too far from here.
What are these guys doing? I can't tell if... Head to the frontiers of the Vexable War and the Scavlands to locate a complex. Oh, he has an intro. Let's go golfing. See you, fellas. It was a nice exchange.
Once we find out where the Vex are coming from, cut them off, or it's only a matter of time before Mars becomes one of their machines.
And then what happens? Sin goes into the Vex conflicts to find the source of the Vex invasion of Mars. Like, we don't necessarily know. Well, we might. I just don't know.
There's the conflux.
That's the guy I want. That was simple enough.
This is part of an even bigger surge, coming from below the buried city. We'd better check it out.
To the buried city field to find the source of the Vex invasion. Here's that tree over there has dead ghosts in it. So I think we've pretty much been everywhere on Mars now. The only area that I know that we don't have is, well, haven't seen, is just the connection of Rubicon to, uh-oh. I sort of went the wrong way. Sort of didn't. What is this fella doing? Fella, what are you doing? Yeah, these guys have arc shields. Uh-oh. Oh dear. I guess I'll follow him. Should disconnect soon enough. See?
Looks like it's going to be dark in here for a while. Just aim for any red eye you see.
That's a good point. They all have like singular eyes for some reason. Good job. I actually like that, how it's like aim for the red eyes because you can't really see anything else. Thankfully, throwing a grenade at a hobgoblin will not actually cause it to shield itself. Just the, and of course, is getting hit by the grenade doesn't actually activate the shield. I think sidearms also don't actually activate this field. At least that's what I've noticed. Find the lower levels of the old transit station to find the source of the Vex invasion. Ah, Cyclops. It's a Cyclops sound. Jeez, that's a lot of goblins. So weird, isn't it, how the Vex are basically grease, sort of? Like, you know, harpies, hydras, all that sort of stuff. Goblins, minotaurs especially. Fly. That was just enough bullets. They can't even hit me. Are they worth wasting ammo on? You need searching the old transit station to discover the source of the Vex invasion. Yeah, this was not the finale. Next episode's actually the finale. Episode 11. It's another Let's Play down then. Sort of. I mean, there's a lot more that we need to do. Well, I mean, maybe. Maybe not. Oh. The DLCs, there's a Titan and Hunter versions, which should be maybe going up at the same time as this. I don't know. Oh, my battery's almost dead. It feels so weird, doesn't it? So let me explain. I can tell that my battery's dying because my controller is no longer rumbling.
They have transfer gates down here. Shut them down.
More of them, really? Stop the Vex invasion of Mars by focusing fire on the transfer gates and anything that steps out of them. You can see another one. I mean, I'm not using No Land Beyond yet. Well, we have to worry about inventory, well, ammunition. Jeez, we're almost dead. So we're being surrounded. And free XP was sort of walking out of that door, wasn't it? I don't think this thing is necessarily designed for that long of a range, but whatever. Works, right? Oh, killing transfer gates doesn't actually award you any experience.
More gates up ahead.
How can you tell? Well, I mean, I guess he is like... What is even Ghost? I mean, I know he's a bunch of light and machinery, but it's like... Prohibitive mind. I don't think you want one of those. I don't think he wants me either, so... Let me shut down those gates. Give me a shield, please. Actually, okay, take out this gate. Really? Oh, that actually took you all out. Well, I think that's...
That should slow them
Yeah,
down.
that's all the gates.
A conflux is still
Then goes into conflict to learn why the Vex are returning to the buried city. That's always such a bother. Fine, well, not really a bother. I mean, it's sort of stupid to say. Just go to the little diamond.
This isn't an invasion. The Vex are returning home. Something is calling them back to the Black Garden.
To get rid of us. Well, at least we stemmed the tide, I guess. You ever wonder if every single, like all those lights, them actually going in this pattern, actually is spelling something out? What if this means box? Yeah, I mean, I guess using my fusion rifle actually takes away from that. But next time will be the finale. So, if you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Next time we will be entering the Black Garden. See ya.